Hey guys, Jack here, and welcome back to another Football Day in Review. October 17th, 2019 is in the books, and I don't have a very eventful day for you guys today, as there weren't many high-profile games at all going on, as we're in the transition period between going back from international break into club, so I have to give the players a few days of rest before they can go back and play for their club. So, one thing that did happen today, though, 10 years ago today, the infamous Darren Bent off a beach ball goal, which helped Sunderland to win 1-0 over Liverpool, despite the protests of many players and fans, especially the fans. And one of the most bizarre goals ever seen, ever. Uh, Not really much to add on that, besides the fact that 10 years since this absolutely amazing strike, and as you can see, Glenn Johnson, one of the worst defenders in Premier League. Actually, you know what? Not even worst defenders. He's a very mediocre defender, but doing little to no good to try and stop that shot off the beach ball. And unfortunately, the fan who did throw the beach ball onto the pitch, I didn't know this, but and now that I read about it, it does make sense. He did receive death threats after the fact that he threw the beach ball, and people found out who it was. Obviously, mostly Liverpudlians, but now that we've covered that, let's move on to the matches. So we have more Brazilian Serie A games today, and the first game was Avaí versus Internacional, in which Internacional went out 2-0 winners. Now, Wesley Soares was sent off in the 4th minute for Avaí, so that pretty much set the tone for what was going to be going on for the rest of the game. So Patrick, that's it, just Patrick, scored in the 22nd minute, followed by Martin Sarafiore in the 85th minute. So Internacional dominated the game with 70% possession, as obviously Avaí dropped off as they were down to 10 men. They also managed 10 shots on target from 26 attempts, and both teams were suffering from terrible form, and that was Internacional's first win since September 22nd, so quite a winless drought for both teams. However, Avaí's does continue, as they did lose this game 2-0. So after that, it was a game between Santos, obviously we all know Santos, and Ceará. Goals came from Lima, Eduardo Sacha, and Gustavo Henrique. Santos dominated with 67% as possession, so 2/3 of the time they were on the ball. They also managed a measly 4 shots on target from 16 total shots, so not the greatest percentage right there. And 26 fouls with 7 total yellow cards. Also, obviously, as you can tell, quite a feisty game. So after that, it was Fluminense against Atletico PR, in which Atletico PR ran out 2-1 winners. Frazan, Madsen, and brace for Madsen was actually the reason that Atletico PR did run out winners. So there was only 1 yellow card to Atletico PR the whole match, and that was actually Fluminense's first loss in 5 games. And Atletico PR are back to anyways after their loss to Flamengo earlier this week. Technically not, but on Sunday. So they're back to anyways. Fluminense suffered their first loss in quite a while. And now we move on to the Chilean Premier Division, in which Universidad de Chile squared off against Deportes Iquique. I hope that's how you pronounce that. But Universidad de Chile did run out 2-1 winners. Marcos Urkelm did score, as well as Matias Donoso in the 3rd and 33rd minute, before Matias Blázquez went and got himself sent off in the 55th. And then a total misery compiler, Maurizio Zenteno, put the ball into his own net very late on in the game to give Universidad de Chile a win. Universidad did manage 15 shots, with 5 of those being on target. There were 29 total fouls the whole game, with 5 cards, obviously one of which was a red. And that was Universidad's second win in just 6 games. And now it's time for our final match of the day. That was Everton CD versus Curicó Unido, in which Everton CD did run out 2-1 winners, contrary to the Everton that we see in the Premier League. So the game actually didn't really do that much up until the latter stages of the second half. So 60th minute, Benjamin Barrios opens up the goal scoring, Felipe Saavedra followed that up with a red card in the 73rd. Maximiliano Serrato converted a penalty in the 75th. Gonzalo Freitas got himself sent off, so it was a red card for either side now. And now the latent drama ensuing obviously in the 92nd minute when Diego Vera converted from the spot to give the win to Everton. And despite only having 39% of the possession, Everton still had 16 shots with 8 on target, so they didn't have the ball that much, but they were still managing to create chances, which is really nice to see. Everton sit in 11th, while Curitico Unido sit in 13th. There are 31 total fouls with 7 cards, 2 of them were red, so this was probably the feistiest game of the day, and you're going to tend to see those in the South American games. But guys, that is all I have for you today. There's not many games, let alone high profile games at all today. So if you guys did enjoy this pretty brief summary of today, make sure you leave a like on it. And yeah, I've been Jack, and I'll see you guys next time.